Did you know that your brain actively resists ease? You might think I'm crazy to say that, because actually the idea of being on holiday and lying on a sun lounger and having an easeful life is very appealing. But interestingly, when your brain is presented with the idea that something could be easeful, that you could live your life with ease, that you could be kind to yourself, you could be your own cheerleader or your own best friend, your brain actively resists the idea of ease. So this is a really curious thing, but what happens is that your brain prefers what's familiar. And being easeful is unfamiliar to most people. Most of us are, happily striving or unhappily striving, pushing, trying, messing up, feeling like a failure. This is the familiar territory of your brain, all of that struggle and difficulty. So to give you an illustration of what I'm talking about, have you ever had the experience of doing something really amazing and then noticing straight afterwards that you start worrying or you feel terrible? So it might be that you've done something very successful, and this is what I call a success hangover. The next day you start thinking, oh, was my talk as good as I thought it was? Or people are not going to like me. Your brain goes into a downward spiral of feeling pretty terrible, even though you've just done something amazing. Or you might have a beautiful, amazing, wonderful experience, and then suddenly find yourself thinking that something awful might happen to one of your family members and imagining some tragic situation. Your brain is taking you there because it can't stay for long in that blissful state. It's totally weird, isn't it? So why am I highlighting this for you? Well, one of the really important things I want you to understand is that you can train your brain. And self-compassion, living with ease, living with purpose are all possible if you set the intention to grow your comfort zone around the idea of ease, around the idea of things being great and it being okay for things to be great. It's not to say that you won't have difficult times. One of the other skills that I'll talk about in a separate video of self-compassion is learning to deal with difficulty. But we don't have to always be in difficulty. We don't have to create a life for ourselves where everything is a struggle. And actually the secret to having an amazing life is being able to feel bliss, being able to enjoy the amazing moments when they come without having to cling tightly to them and without panicking they're going to be taken away. So this short video is an inspiration for you to start noticing when something good happens. Allow yourself to feel grateful, allow yourself to savor beautiful, blissful moments, just tiny amounts of time. Just like going to the gym, you can train your brain to feel it and stay with it for longer, even if it's just starting with your morning cup of tea and appreciating the feel of the warm mug or the scent of the tea or the taste of the tea or the ability to sit for 2 minutes in your bed with your pillow propped up, enjoying that moment. If you practice this, what you'll find is that your life becomes more joyful and easeful, and you can have a whole lot more fun without worrying or regretting what you've done. Let me know how you get on.